Okay, hi everyone. This is the two lessons project. So because our each of our lesson is about an hour, so I expect you to spend more time in this design. We are going to design a boat. Um, we will spend two lessons. Okay, so the first part, if you look at this one, this is not a complete one because other than a how, then this driving cabin and cabin also not complete because you have no steering inside. So that one I expect you to draw it yourself. Then you have to decide whether this boat is for cargo or for passenger. You have to put some benches here if it's for passenger, and you have to create a cargo in here if it is for it's a cargo boat. Okay. Other than that, the last part will be your name because every boat has a name, so you can put the name in here. We're not going to put the engine because the engine will be complicated. If we hang the engine in here, then we will have to lift the boat up. There will be more job to do. We expect this boat is like in the water. Yeah, so we don't want to have the round section at the bottom. If not, we have to create another stand for the boat, and that will take longer time. And then it's not so easy to put on your table. So for stability wise, I think we create a flat base hull is easier to keep. Okay. So for complicated design in futures, probably when we design a plane, then we will have to create the base. Then I think for term three projects, probably many projects will have a base. You have to learn how to create base for your design items. Okay. So now how are we going to start? We will start with the how this section. How to create this section. Okay, it's actually created from this uh, cylinder again. Okay, as usual, usually we push this to the end so that it will be round. This one you can put a little bit if you want to make use of this for the how. If not, you can just leave it out. Okay, this is not a compulsory design. um, because at the end, if you design this in such a way, we will have to be very careful for the bottom. Okay, so in this case, you can leave it like this. We just cut over. Most important part is still the back, the end of this board. Okay, so how to design? Very simple. Just drag. Okay. Okay, how big is really on your preference, but if you follow my design in here, I think mine is about 50. This is about 50. I think the side is about, let's look at it, um, about 100, about 100, and you can exceed a little bit, so 120. So we about 120 and 50. That is our size. So let me just change this one to 50. Oops. Okay, just here 50. Okay, and this one is 120, 120. Okay, this is the size of our boat. Later on, when we print, we can make it slightly smaller to 90 or around that size. Okay, I will test it out and decide what is the best size for your boat. Okay, how about this section? Okay, this section is created from this shape. Okay, this square box. Okay, how to make the square box round? You just adjust in here roughly. Okay, you decide how much you want. No fixed rule in here. This is for the, if you look at here, is what we want is we want the boat to have some round, not so straight. If not, it's not straight. It will look very nice. So you bring this to here. Okay, because the end supposed to be the engine, so I okay, this one you can bring up a little bit. Why? Because we want to cut to this line. Okay, we don't want to cut until above this round, this curve area. We only want the curve area at the end and the back. So what I'll do, check bring it down a little bit. Okay, so bring it down a bit, then this one bring it up. So you look at the design. Okay, look carefully. The curved area is below the work plane. You can look at it. You can look at here. It's below. We'll cut it away, and then the curved area above this at the top also above. Okay, we are going to cut until here. Okay, at the end, the end is here. Do you want to have this the engine area? Okay, if you don't want to have the engine area, you can make it slightly longer just to cover the engine area. Okay, so this will be the not it's not the end yet. So what I want you to do now is you can combine these two so it's easier for you to cut. Okay, but before that, not everybody can create an accurate alignment line. You see, after long practice, you will know that I anyhow align also it is about the center. Okay, if you are not confirmed, select both, choose alignment, and then click center so that these two objects are aligned into the center. Okay, it will be nicer because both cannot be heavier on one side. It has to be center. Alignment must be used. Okay, now you can combine these two objects together, but we are about to cut. Okay, let me throw away this section. Okay, okay, how to cut? You should have no problem for you. Okay, just drag something like this, bring it down until right. Okay, I always select 0.1 mm snap grip so you can have a fine alignment. You can look at it. I just want to cut until here. Okay, a little bit extra, no problem, a little bit extra, so the bolt hole will just a little bit thinner, not an issue at all. Then click on this, control D or command D depend on whether Windows or Mac. Okay, then bring this up. Again put until here. Okay, now you select all three objects and merge together. Now we got the how. This is the boat how. Okay, this is called step one. So maybe I just put it here before I forget. Okay, so this is step one. Uh, Instead of step one, I should call it stage one because involve many steps. So stage one, you should complete until like this. Okay. Now we move to stage two. What you need to do in stage two, very simple, dig a hole. This is something common. You should know how to do. Command D or Control D. So you duplicate the same object into the same area. Press or hold down the Shift key. Hold down, don't release the Shift key. So make the boat a little bit smaller. Okay, but this time you no need to you can manually adjust. Okay, you can manually adjust, but don't misalign it. It should still be in the center. Okay, so this one is supposed to be in a hole. Then you can check what is the height. You put down. So you know it's 3 mm, 2.7. Okay, this is the thickness of the bottom. Okay, then in here, okay, Control Z first because this one is for you to measure. So if you want to make sure that you can still get hold of this hollow object, so you can push it down. 3 mm. Okay, perfect 3 mm. Then even the side also about the same. Just make it a little bit bigger if you want it to be. And we just want it to be perfect. Something like this. Okay. Select both alignment, center, center. Okay, make sure it is exactly at the center. Then you can check one more time. Click on this object. Okay, don't disturb our view. Click on this one. As I mentioned just now, once you click on here, you can see it is 3 mm above the work plane. Perfect. Okay, 3 mm. So as long as the rest are equal, should be able to cut now. Okay, select, cut. Okay, this is stage number two. If you have completed until here, you put this aside because we are going to design this area now. Okay, that one is stage number 3. Stage number 3 can be very complicated, can be very simple. Okay, it depends on whether do you want to put something inside the driving cabin. Okay, so we have enough time. We have 2 lessons. So lesson 1, you don't have to complete everything. Let's try to complete the how driving cabin. Later on, lesson 2, because lesson 1 you need to make sure all your alignment are correct. Okay, there's no point to continue if you didn't uh, cut this properly. If your alignment is wrong, it's not in the center, we have to correct it first. If you put all the objects in the combined together and you found that, oh, the how is wrong, then you have to unmerge, and you have to do a lot of work to do the to make the corrections. Okay, so before we put together, we have to make sure that the how is correct. Once it is done, call me. I'll come to your place to check your design. Okay, now we can start with the cabin. Okay, Control Z first. When you put this in, it's all 20. Yeah, it's a 20 mm cube. Okay, as usual, we need to put a little bit only because we don't want the cabin to be too square. Okay, it doesn't look good. Okay, then you can hold down the shift key, bring it up to around 25. 25 is good enough. Okay, we need to dig hole in this. We need to open 3 hole. Okay, how do you open 3 holes in here? Use this hollow square. Hollow square. We know this is 20, but 20 is still too much. You can hold down the shift key, cut down to somewhere around 10. Height is around 10, then the rest is 15. Okay, just a guideline. Then you put this up, you see roughly where do you want to put this. Okay, roughly here. Okay, as usual, you want to make sure it's in the center. Alignment. Okay, here is center. Okay, now it's perfectly in the center, but the height is not in the center lah. So height we don't need to make it into the center. And then we want one more in here. Okay, how do we do that? Simple. Just press Command D or Control D, turn 90 degree. After that, the push in. Okay. If you know what is the width, this is 15.4. Then this is just type in 15.4. If you want to be exactly, you don't have to. You don't have to be exactly because these are 2 different windows. Okay, it's okay to be slightly smaller. Select both object, then you can just align to the center again one more time. Okay, if you combine this object, um, you cut the square, but it's not perfect. Okay, so what I'll do, take out these 3, these 2 square box, bring it up. What I want to do is I want to hollow the driving cabin first. Okay, Control D. This one same technique. Reduce the size a little bit. Okay, maybe until 22 something is fine. Make it hollow. Okay, this is a hollow shape. As you can see, hollow shape. You can make it more, so easy for us to print. Okay, okay, this is very hollow. You can down to 20. Okay, I think 20 is still fine. Okay, hold down shift key when you reducing the size. Now you put it in. Now you can see that where is the starting point. Okay, combine, merge. So inside is hollow now. Okay, but we cannot see the hollow shape. So what we need to do, select these 2, hold down shift key, select both, bring it down. Okay, bring it down to here. Okay, don't forget we still need to create a roof. Okay, we need to create a roof. So you can align this one slightly. You can put this slightly lower because we want to design the roof. Remember just now the square box was 27. So hold down, you need to be something bigger than 25, sorry. So if you put 26 or 27, okay, put 27. It's just a little bit extra, so you don't need to put in. When I print the time, I will try to avoid to put support. Okay, the reason is without support, it always nicer. Unless we have no choice, it's hanging and it's dropping, it doesn't print properly. Then no choice, I have to put in the support. Okay, now combine this one first. You notice that inside is hollow, because we already have the box already hollow. Now when we cut the window, you can see inside is already hollow. Now we have to add the roof. Okay, how to put the roof? Select both, alignment, center, center again. Okay, you can put this one to the top, click outside. Now turn a little bit, not too much, 3 degree, about 3 degree will do. Then you have to check here, is there any gap? Okay, no gap, perfect. Okay, oh, here is too low. Okay, cannot, so here is too low. Okay, this one is done. Okay, here, got gap or not? No gap, perfect. So 3 degree is fine. Okay, why you need to make it 3 degree? So that usually when we design this, we don't want the water to stay on the roof, so we want the water to come down from the to the back. Okay, so to the back. Okay, um okay, question. So some of you ask, do you want to create a door or not? Okay, this is really your design, I would say. Some of you may think that I want to put this one in front, okay, a little bit more, so that I can create a door here. Okay, no need a door. You actually can use this one. Okay, a little bit round. Okay, make it smaller. Uh, bring it up, because the if you look at the floor, do you want to be like that, or do you want to lift it up a little bit? Why? So the water won't go in. Yeah, your design. I leave it to you. You want to put a gap, then you assume that this is a door, so that okay, alignment, center. Don't forget center. So that we know that the ship captain, can actually walk in from the back. So the ship captain can walk in from the back. So we assume it's very small. Okay, this thing is very small. Let me combine first. Okay. So this cabin is okay now. There's no proper door. If you want, you can just put a door handle here just now. Um, Alternatively, but I think it's very difficult because we want to leave space for the door to open. Okay, so I think you create something like this will do. Don't forget, merge objects. Merge all the object first before you put it in onto your boat. Okay, put on your boat. Remember to leave a little bit of gap. But again, come to here. You may think, if the cabin exceeded this, it doesn't look very nice. Okay, if the cabin too near to the end, the driver, the captain cannot come in. So what I suggest is, you can leave. Okay, you can design like this. You can make it slightly smaller. Okay, leave some gap. Okay, now you select both. Select both, alignment, and then this time alignment. Make sure go to the center. So we know that this is a driving cabin. I haven't add in uh, there should be a maybe like a table to put the steering, to secure the steering, and then you need to put the boat steering. So steering, you know how to do, using this one plus this one to do the steering. Got time, I will just show you, in a short while. So let's finish this one. Okay, select this one. You can make it taller if you want to, make it slightly taller. Okay, taller. Okay, you also can choose to make this one lower if you want to. Okay, I leave it to you. This is your design, so that the captain can see, can see the outside view. Okay, don't leave the bottom like this. Okay, select, bring it up. Okay, like this. Okay, because we know the hull is 3 mm deep, so we lift up 1.3 is still, you see, it's still hiding. Yeah, nice, beautiful. So this section is completed. You can merge now, but I think for me is I think I can leave it like this, so easy for me to make changes. Just now I mentioned about the driving cabin, the steering area. In the steering area, you can do like this. Again, adjust a little bit, not too much, just a little bit round, but not too round. It has to be small so that you can put the steering in here. The steering. Okay, create the steering now. Then you can put this one. Actually, you whether this one or this one, there's no difference because cannot tell. It's too small. It's too small inside. Since it's small, let's make it easier for the printer. You can just use the this type. Use this type. How to do it? Make it low. After that, radius adjust a little bit. The sides you can always increase until the end so that it is round. After that, do you want to use this one or this one? Okay, if you use this one, same, you have to make it tall and long. So like this, tall and long. Okay, so drop, still too big, so hold down shift key. Okay, perfect. And then slightly exceed alignment, make sure it is in the center because we are going to turn. Okay, again, control D, after that here. Okay, make sure it's 45, then control D, control D. Okay, beautiful. Okay, is it in the center or not? Doesn't matter. I think it looks like it's perfect. If not perfect, you have to what to do? Click this one up, then you merge the bottom one, drop this one down, then you select both and then alignment to make sure that you click this one, so that it will go into the center. Now the steering is in the center, you can merge it already. Okay, how to put the steering to here? You need to hold down the shift key, make it smaller because it's too big. Yeah? Okay, then turn 90 degree, then put here, bring it up. Just put it into here. Onto here will do, and then alignment. Okay. Bring it here first. Okay, it's blocking my view. Select both, then alignment. Make sure it's in the center. Okay, center. Okay. For the rest, as long as you can see, will do. Okay, because this is not so important. We will merge this part, this section. Okay, merge it. Now you can put it into this one. Okay, too much. Okay, too high. What to do? Too high. Okay, ungroup first. This one. Okay, lower it down. Lower it down. Okay, lower it down. Because I think it's small. Okay, merge it. Let's see. After you merge it, bring it to here. I think let's zoom in. Focus F. Okay, you can just reverse. This one reverse a little bit. Okay. So how to make sure it's in the center? Again, select. Have we merged this one? Yes. Then you select Shift. You select both item. Alignment. Wrong. Click on here. Hold down Shift key. Select this. Center. Now the steering is in the center. Okay. So doesn't matter because outside you can't see clearly. If you really want to make it perfect, then you can actually make this even smaller. Let's see, you can even make this even smaller. rosette. As long as it's standing, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Mm. Yeah. So it looks fine now. So if you have aligned this properly, I think what you need to do is select both, merge. Okay. Okay. Step 3 is a little bit a lot of work. So that we can split into two. Create the cabin is step 3. Create the steering was step 4. After step 4, your next step will be step 5. Okay, step 5. Step 5 is to decide whether you want a cargo ship or do you want to have a passenger, a cargo boat or passenger. Cargo is very simple. You can just make, you use boxes, um, different size of boxes, different type, rectangular or whatever shape. Just make it a little bit round. Okay, then you can fill this up with different cargo, but make sure that it should not be like this. You should lift a little bit up. Okay, when you put the cargo. Okay, cargo shape, very simple. Fill up the cargo. Cargo can be stacked. So you can stack up. When we stack also should stack up nicely. No gap in between. The best is no gap so that when we print the time, we don't have to use support. If we don't use support, it will be very nice. Okay, I put the cargo aside. What if you want to create boat? Passenger boat. Okay, I also give this just a guideline. You can add at both sides. Okay, this is you can assume this is the sitting benches. This is the benches. Okay, Control T. Hold down Shift key. You will move faster. Okay, then you add more to the back. And again, some may think that I want to be more comfortable. Then I want it to I want to have I want to have the bag. Okay, so Control D. Okay, a little bit out, come out like this. Then move up, select. This is the one. Oops, oops, sorry. Which one is the up? Is it the one? Yes, this is the one that go up. Okay, so you can do like this if you want to. Just fill up the boat with this seat will do. Okay, this is step number 5 or stage number 5. Then number 6. Number 6 is again put your name. Okay, this section you can combine the things that you already learned, including different fonts. I teach you have learned. I also taught you before how to import different fonts into the Tinkercad. So you can refer back to your previous exercises, previous lessons. Okay. One way is like this, which is you put in the text and you turn. Of course, another way that you can do is straight away put this one here, which will be faster. Okay. Okay. Then you hold down this one, Shift key, move down. Okay. One thing you must remember is when you put the text directly onto this area, which means I click this one and drag, it is not perfect. You need to do adjustment. What I'm saying is, let's say this boat is called FONG, my surname. Yeah, look at here. Yeah, it touched the boat. It's not perfect. It didn't go in. Okay. Press D, donkey, so that it touched the floor, but I don't want your words to touch the floor. The words supposed to be smaller. Hold down Shift key, adjust more, smaller, and then it's supposed to be. Uh, you look at the thickness of here, not so thick. Okay, use the arrow Slowly move it in until it just shows a little bit like this. Why? Why? So if this is so thin, okay, I don't need to put support, okay, as thin as possible, like this, okay. So when I print your board out, I don't need to put any support, and then the work can be without support. It will be nice. If you do like this, then probably the printer will have to add support for your name, okay. And it also doesn't look very nice because board the name of the board is usually painted on the board, is painted, so a little bit will do something like this. Sorry. Okay, now that's that's all, but you can go even further. For example, if you are going to design something different, for example a flag or something like that, then the flag must be submitted separately. You need to create a pole, then a flag. Then you have to plan where you want to plug your flag. Then you need to find a place, for example, um, okay, make sure it's whole. Make it small. Maybe the flag is only is something very thin. Okay, find a place. Let's say so I want to plug somewhere here later. So I will use Tinkercad to dig a hole. Then don't forget, this one must be in the center. This one, Control D, duplicate, because we want to create a pole. But when you create a pole, check the size, 1.47. In order to put inside 1.47, then your pole probably have to put 1.3, around 1.3. Okay, 1.3 or 1. If 1.4, it will be very tight. Okay, maybe you try 1.3. Okay, then how about the flag? The flag, how you create the flag? As flag is simple, so no need to be very big, something like this. Okay, okay. You just need to make sure a line, okay, is in the center, will do. This pole must come to the floor. This one, well, is it on the floor? Check. It's not on the floor. So this one must be submitted. Let me see here. We have to turn it down 90 degrees. Drop. In order to print out successfully, this one also need to drop. So you need to make sure this is thick enough. Check from here. Okay. If you think that this is not thick, increase a little bit. Okay. Uh, you can put something inside, up to you. Whether a star or something simple, just put inside to represent the flag, the name of the boat. Okay. Next, this one must submit as a separate file so that we print in such a way. Okay. How about the boat? Almost done. Just select here, merge. So you can see there's a hole at the back. Let me focus. There's a hole in here. So when we print it out, even if you do not want to use the printed flag, you can create your own using a toothpick. I use toothpick to create, also fine. Yeah, you can use toothpick. What else do we need to do? Yeah, if you think of anything suitable, maybe this side, your name should come up on both sides. You can do it one more in here. So that's it. We will take 2 lessons to finish this boat design. When you finish after two lessons later, uh, then you submit your book. Make this in one file, and if you have a flag, then the flag will be in different file, two different STL file when you submit your work. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.